What's up? 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 Hey, I'm Melkia Ames, the Unleasher. Welcome to my channel. I want you to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so that way every time I post a video, you are notified immediately so you can come on in and enjoy what I am sharing. All right. So I was talking about identity and I want to continue that conversation about identity just because it has been just so good to me. And some of the comments and whether comments that have been dropped on the previous video or comments of individual that's been dropped in my DM or my text messages. I'm just humbled and blessed that it has been a blessing for you. But I also want to share something else around identity that I was thinking about that I think is so just important to share. And I hope that I hope it resonates with you. So the question I have is, why is it important that you live in your true identity? Or I can say it like this: what happens to you when you live in and function in your true identity? So two things that I was thinking about, two things came to mind today as I was thinking about this. One is you are not intimidated by other people. I'm gonna say it again. When you live in and function in your true identity, you aren't intimidated by other people. When you own your truth, you're acknowledging that you are unique, okay? You own who you are. You're acknowledging that you are unique, that you are one of a kind, which means that you have to offer something special. And what you have to offer is also incomparable to what others are offering. In other words, your skills, your talents, your abilities, your gifts can't be compared to anyone else's. So instead of you wasting time comparing yourself to others, you sow your seeds of love, you sow your seeds of kindness, sow your seeds of being a writer, a creator, an influencer, a psalmist, an administrator, a leader. Sow your seeds willingly and eagerly so that someone else can grow and value from what you are imparting into their lives. When you aren't comparing yourself to others, you tend to promote yourself instead of hiding and shining away. And what I mean by promote yourself means that you tend to share what you have, you add value. That's what I mean by promote yourself. You are adding value, and you're not adding value to give yourself glory, but you're adding value so that someone else can grow, so that someone else can live, so that someone else can prosper. And you doing that, what I have found, and just doing that, guess what? I end up being prosperous. I end up growing. I end up reaping more than what I expected. And sometimes I go in not expecting anything. And it's like, wow, my mind is blown because of what I end up receiving because of I was so open to give. And I'm open to give because I understand who I am. And so it's important that you understand who you are and walk in your identity, knowing that what you have to offer, nobody else can offer it because there's nobody else like you. When God created you, he created you with all of your uniqueness and everything that makes you up. He didn't make anybody else like you. So what you have to offer is great, is valuable. So share it with the world, share it with someone else. Don't be like the one servant in Matthew 25:23, when they were given talents. It was three of them were given talents. Talents is equivalent to money. Two of them kind of invested in and saw a return. The third one buried the talent. Don't be like that servant and bury the talent. You know, you don't want to bury your talent and hide it. When you bury your talent in the ground, it can't grow. Nothing's going to happen. It can't grow, you know. So invest your talent in others, invest your talent in your community, invest your talent in your school, in your home, invest your talent in your church, invest your talents on your job, in your business, invest your talent in somewhere in a nonprofit organization that's doing some great work helping others. So invest your talents. All right. So one, don't be intimidated by anybody else. You don't need to be intimidated by anybody else. When God made you, he made you special. and you have your special gifts and your special powers, so use them. So number two, the number two thing around what happens to you when you live and function in your true identity is, I love this. I love this one. I was thinking about this. You get to see what God sees in you. Therefore, you see potential and possibility. I'm going to say it again. You get to see what God sees in you. Therefore, you see potential and possibility. Potential. What has not yet come into existence, what has not yet come into sight. And so you have untapped strength, power, abilities, gifts, etc. You fill in the blank. And in understanding that you have potential, you won't settle for what you have done and what you have already accomplished. You will continue to push forward and tap into uncharted territories. You will take risks. You will do things that other people may not be willing to do. You will just see what else is available to me. What else is out there for me? What else am I supposed to do? How else can I add value in someone else's life or in the world, with an expectation that what you think is possible can and will happen? You know what? Esther saw potential in the Bible. I told you I was looking at Esther. Esther saw potential in the possibility that when she identified herself, even though she was taking a risk in identifying herself because she was a Jew married to the king, and she kept that identity hidden as a safety mechanism. But when she found out the decree that was out against her people, the Jews, she saw potential and possibility of, when she came out of hiding and from an identity perspective, to stand up and say, I'm gonna take this risk and I'm gonna let the king know, who is also my husband right now, that I am a Jew, but I could still be killed. And if I perish, let me perish. I'm going to see the king. She saw potential and possibility that her standing up could bring a different outcome for her people. All right. David in the Bible, David saw potential and possibility when he stepped up as a boy amongst men, amongst warriors. This is what they did, who fought in wars, who was not brave enough to stand up to this giant named Goliath. David saw potential and possibility that I'm going to stand up to him. And guess what? I see potential possibility that I can beat this giant, and then this giant will no longer torment us. And so he did that, and he beat the giant. And so when you see potential and possibility, you will pursue the book deal. You will pursue the contract for your business. You'll pursue the grant. You will invest in your personal development. You will change your unhealthy habits that's been hindering you and impacting you and causing you to self-sabotage your own dreams and goals, and your potential and possibility of what it is that's for you. You will do those things. You will take those risks. You will be willing to walk in territories that is uncomfortable, because you know being uncomfortable is what's going to get you to the next level. And so I want you to keep that in mind, that you have potential and possibility. And when you really operate from your identity and function at place, you will see the potential and possibility that God sees in you. He sees your potential every day, even when you don't think it's there. You do have potential and you have possibility. And Jesus came that you may have life and have it more abundantly. So that more abundant life, tap into the potential and your possibility. So be your authentic self, and be your authentic self unapologetically. Don't apologize for who you are. Don't apologize for how you show up in the world, and make sure you show up in the world. And when you show up, add value, share your gifts. Don't bury them. Don't hide your talents. Share your gifts and your talents. share it, share, and continue to see what your possibilities are and what your potential is, because you have lots of potential that you need to tap into. And there are lots of possibilities that are just for you. Every day I walk in the possibility that what I expect to happen will happen. So I want you to walk every day in the possibility that what you expect to happen, that it will happen. All right. So those are the two things I just wanted to share with you around what happens to you when you live and function in your true identity. And so continue to do the work every day to really live and function in your true identity. It takes work every day. Be intentional about it. And I'm just excited because as you continue to live and function in your true identity, oh man, we get to experience your gifts, your talents, your value, your creativity, and which you produce and put out in the world. We get to experience that, which means then we get to grow as well. So I'm looking forward to it. Don't hide it. Share with me, share with others. Don't bury your talents. And remember to see what God sees in you. You see your potential and your possibility. All right. So take care. Thanks again for stopping by and watching the video. And remember to subscribe, like, and comment. And I will catch up with you all very soon. Continue. Keep unleashing the real you. Take care.